Joined now by Syracuse head coach Gary Gait after the Orange 15-14 win over UNC. Got a quick opening statement from Coach, and then we'll open it up for questions. Coach.
Very proud of this team. They stuck together, they hung in there, they fought, they came back multiple times, and they found a way to win. And for a young team like we are, we've been hoping this would happen all year. We've come up short a few times, but today they answered the bell and they made plays when we needed to. Time after time, the amount of possessions, the face-off margin was a huge disparity, but we got stops when we needed to, and the offense finished when we needed to. So super pumped to move to the next game and move forward.
What was the game plan on that final goal by Leo?
To score. No, Coach marched up a little play, and in the end, we ran the picks on the one side, swung it to the backside. I heard Coach March yelling, just go, and he beat the guy, got him clean, got in front, managed to stop before he ran into the goalie or the crease, and got the bouncer. So it was a great play by Michael Leo, and so happy for him. Great play for a freshman.
So is that an example of a freshman growing up right there?
I sure hope so. These guys all have grown up a lot. This game, there's a ton of pressure on us. It was a must-win game, and we felt it was a playoff game essentially, and they came through and pulled it out.
We're in a scrum, so you guys just go ahead.
What was the message at halftime?
The message at halftime was just stick together. There was a lot of mistakes made in the first half, clearing this and that, and the other thing, and just told these guys, hey, stick together. You guys are a good team, and if you stick together and support each other, and you can make the plays that'll make the difference. We got a whole half left, and they came out and they started out well in the second half, got a run going for us. So just glad they responded. I tell you, the second half they stuck together much more like a team and made the plays when they needed to.
What did you think of the physicality before and after the whistle?
There was North Carolina plays tough, and I think they got an early unsportsmanlike call against them and got us a man up early, and that it was played like that all game. Lots of hits. They're going to finish every play, and so were we. So we were there to fight and battle and scrap, and we did.
Has this team adopted like a do-or-die mentality over the last 2 weeks?
It's not do or die, but the opportunity. We've talked more about the opportunity being in front of us, and all we have to do is execute and focus on what we do and how we play, how you run the offense, how you play the defense. Take care of yourself, execute, and the score will take care of itself. And today it did.
Coach, Owen Hiltz at the end with that great hustle. What does that say about him as a player?
He's a great team player. He'll do whatever asked of him, and you make that play is awesome. You just be ready and give to this team, and they're all on board, and he exemplified that today.
Hey, Coach, face-offs have been a topic of discussion all season long. You switched between Jack and Johnny today. What was your process?
Well, those are our two guys right now, and we're just trying to mix it up, trying to find some possessions and doing whatever we can. Again, it's a really athletic team that we played against today. I would say more athletic than we are, and it showed in the ground balls more than anything. And they dominated. It seemed like they dominated on the ground balls and face-off. So we had our work cut out, but hey, we didn't give up. We found ways to get the ball and finish on the net.
One more question over here, and then we're going to go to the two over on the side.
Coach, is Syracuse lacrosse back?
We're not back yet. We're trying to get ourselves in that large spot in the playoffs, and we got work to do. We got two games left, and we're going to be prepared and ready to execute come Monday. We'll start then, and we'll get the work in, and we'll do what we need, and hopefully we give ourselves a chance to make the playoffs.
How much better a team do you think you have now than the first time you saw those guys back at the start of the season?
I think we're much more resilient. There was plenty of opportunities in that game today where we could have packed it in, down by a couple goals a few times, and instead we responded and fought back. And I think the difference was when we were down, we got to stop and we made some plays offensively. So we're more mature, certainly, and I think this game we had less, the possession disparity was even bigger than the last one, but our guys played much better.
I was going to ask a bit about the maturity too, and just what different is it? Simple things that you see on a week-to-week basis.
It is. It's just understanding what to do when you need to do it. We still made plenty of mistakes, but we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot. So it was a great day for the Orange.
What were you looking for in that last possession, Gary? I'm sorry, you've already answered that, but I was surprised to see the kid dodge a ball, but it worked out.
Well, we were running the offense on the other side, and the game was, if you can get anything there, swing it to the backside. And like I said, Coach Mark said go, and he went, and he got underneath, and they weren't there to help. So it was a great play. Michael Leo is a freshman. I guess just trusts himself, went and listened to the coach and buried it. So a hell of a play.
The short stick D Mitty being the third attackman on faceoffs, do you mind my asking about that?
If you watch the game, they play a lot of substitution game, right? So it's an opportunity to try and stop them from playing 5-on-5 and getting opportunities. But as soon as the whistle goes, and if there's a possession and possessed back, we can easily get that sub. And even a few times we just said, make that sub, and we'll challenge them to try and score with 3 defensive players or a face-off guy, 2 defensive guys trying to score on a break. So I thought we did a good job of that.
Thank you. Great. Thank you, everybody. Joined now by Michael Leo, scored the game winner in Syracuse's 15-14 win over Carolina. Questions for Michael?
Michael, what did you see on that final play that made you dodge right?
I mean, I'm just taking what the defense gives us. I think Coach March and Coach Gait do a good job of letting us read and react to each other, so I think that's what I did. Ball got moved over, and I just dodged it one more and finished it.
How much of a different team do you think you guys are now compared to the first time you saw them?
Yeah, I think it's all about us, practicing, obviously, every day and just getting better, watching film, doing what the coaches are asking us to do, and I think now people can start to see that we're legit and we can compete with anyone.
Has it been something where you felt like it was just incremental all the way through, or do you think there was a single jump in there?
I think it was just, honestly, us making silly mistakes. A lot of penalties that shouldn't have been caused, a lot of offsides, and I think we fixed those mistakes, and yeah.
Michael, your play has seen an uptick as far as goals over the last few. What's going right for you right now?
I think just, like I said before, just practicing every day, getting better, building chemistry with all the guys, and yeah.
Over here. How much does it mean to you to be the difference-making goal in this one, in such a pivotal game for your guys' tournament advances?
I mean, yeah, it obviously means a lot, but we have 2 more big games, so this game's in the past, and now we got to look at Virginia next week.
Michael, have you ever scored a bigger goal in your life?
No. This is probably one of the biggest goals I've scored.
Any more questions for Michael? Good. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks. Joined now by Joey Spallina. Open it up.
You just mentioned the first ACC win. Just how significant do you think that is for you guys to check that box
Yeah,
off?
I think it's definitely a weight off our shoulders. I think our first couple ACC games, I think we were right there. Plays that just didn't go our way, and it ended up going in the other direction. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely just, as you can see it in the way we just are right now. It's a big weight off our shoulders. So I think we got 2 of the biggest games of our our young careers coming up. So yeah, we're just excited for that and pumped up to go.
How much progress do you think you guys have made since the first time you saw those guys?
A ton. Honestly, we're a completely different team. It's just like the way that we act and the way that we are with each other, and we've become best friends since that game. And I think it's just it's amazing. As you can see, and when we scored, our entire bench was on the field. It means a lot to us. And I was just talking to Stephen Brooks, and he that was the first thing he said, was the fact that when you guys score, it's everybody cares, everybody's going crazy. That's exactly what you want in a young team, and we're just doing our thing right now.
What did you see on Leo's game winner?
So Leo was getting underneath everybody the entire game, and for some reason they just decided they weren't going to side to anybody, and there was low time, and he said, lack of a better term, he said screw it. And, I think he split left to right, went under, leaned, and then dove across the crease and scored. It was sick goal. But yeah, I mean, I think when he scored, I think everybody in the Syracuse lacrosse community went like, all right, now let's go. But yeah, it was pretty sick.
So, Joey, what's it like that Mike's one of your best friends and a member of the freshman class? What's it like that he gets the game-winning goal?
Yeah, I mean, we are roommates everywhere. You know, roommates back at Cuse, roommates on the road. You know, so we're shooting the breeze all the time. You know, I was happy for him. You know, I scored probably, I think he had 2 or 3, maybe. I don't know if I'm fact checking on that, but 2 pretty big goals. So, yeah, I mean, I thought he had a great game. You know, he's been playing very well. I think he's going to start to get the pole now. So, yeah, which he has been getting. But as you see on that last goal, he took one of the best poles in the country right to the goal and scored. So, you know, I think he's been playing great. I'm happy for him, you know. But, yeah, it's just great.
Joey, when you got here, you said you wanted to bring Syracuse lacrosse back. Are you guys back?
I think we got to win 2 more games. And then I'll answer that. But, yeah.
You had back-to-back goals in the fourth quarter. What is it about, like, the big moments that make you want to just step up and play good?
I mean, in the first 3 quarters, I couldn't hit the side of that stands right there. So, for the lack of a better term. But, you know, I think, you know, after my offsides, which wasn't offsides, but, you know, as you can't see with the 50, it's a white line. So I was you know, I don't even get me started. But yeah, I mean, I kind of just grounded my thoughts, and I just got my stuff together, and yeah, I mean, I just took what was there, and you know, I got under and scored, and then you know they were stepping off me on the picking game, so I just stepped in and just hammered it in the top right corner. So you know, I was pretty juiced up about that one.
Hey, Joey, you're always sticking around signing autographs for kids after the game.
Yep.
What was it like playing with such a large community of youth lacrosse players in attendance?
Yeah, I mean, it reminded me of high school, and in my last high school game at Mount Sinai, the crowd kind of, not like this, but it was pretty close to that, so, you know, it kind of just brought me back to that a bit. But, yeah, I mean, it was just great to, you know, give back to this amazing lacrosse town, and, yeah, it was just great.
Final question.
Cool.
All right, last question.
Awesome.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Joey.
Thank you.